Hiya, welcome to A Life That Glows Friday Yoga. My name is Tanya Neely, and I'm really excited to share with you today a yummy slow flow and pranayama breathing exercise you can do to manage stress and anxiety over the holidays. If you caught my Wednesday blog, you know that we spoke at length about a few different ways that stress shows up in your body and things that trigger it, as well as some tips and tools you can use to manage it better off the mat. So today we are going to really get out of our heads where all that stress and anxiety lies and bring ourselves back down to get grounded into our bodies. Grab your yoga mat and let's do this together. Today I brought along with me an essential oil blend called Balance, and I'm going to use that to really trigger myself to take some deep, full breaths. I'll put a drop in the palm of my hands, rub them together, create some heat, and then cup and inhale. You can also put a little bit on the mat where your nose is going to be as we come down into child's pose. Go ahead and bring the big toes to touch, spread the knees wide, and let the forehead come to rest on the mat. Extending those fingers ahead of you, spreading them open, and feeling into those points of connection with the earth beneath you. When we feel stress or anxiety, our breath tends to get very shallow. It moves up towards the collarbones or the throat, and it sends a fight or flight signal to our brain. What we want to do is exactly the opposite. We want to start to deepen the breath. Go ahead and release the abdomen, release the belly here. Allow yourself to draw in a deep, full inhale and completely empty the lungs on your exhale. Try that one more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale, let it go. Keep the breath moving as you begin to soften through the face, the eyes, the jaw. Maybe finding those shoulders sink a little bit more. Maybe the hips sink a little toward the heels. As you inhale, feel the rib cage expand in all directions, front to back, side to side, up and down. And as you exhale, imagine a French press, pushing the breath gently out. Be inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Let the tongue be soft. Let the breath be an experience for you today. Something you can come back to time and again as you need. Something you can start to build your awareness of, so you can use it as a tool as and when you need it. Take one more inhale and exhale here. Take one more inhale and exhale here. We'll walk our hands over to the left side of the mat. Maybe the right palm comes on top of left, maybe not. Breathe into that right side body. Open up some space in the ribs. And exhale, release. One more deep breath. Exhale, we're going to walk our hands over to the right side of the mat, letting the forehead rest. Again, breathing into the left side body, draw the shoulders down. One more full breath cycle here. Let yourself sink into your mat. And slowly come back to center. Okay, let's draw it on up to tabletop. We've got shoulders over wrists, knees over hips. And we're going to start with our cat and cow today. So as we inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, extend the back of the neck long. Exhale, curl it under, chin comes to chest, pelvis tucks in. Reverse, inhale, cow pose, scoop it up. And exhale, cat. Ride your breath here, taking the full inhale to get all the way up to your cow, and the full exhale to curl all the way in, tuning inward. We'll take a few more breath cycles here, and feel free to take any barrel rolls or hip circles or other kind of movement that just feels really good. As always, listening to the story your body has to tell, responding with kindness, compassion, gentle movement. Take one more round. Exhale it out. And we'll meet in tabletop. Nice. Let's curl those toes under, shift our hips up to our first down dog. If this is the first time you've been upside down today, welcome. It's good to have a change in perspective. Open up through the fingertips, spread your fingers wide. Bring those shoulders up towards the ears and then release them down towards the back. And take any movement you like here, maybe pedaling out the knees or wagging the hips. And eventually settling into your down dog. Take a good full deep breath here. Exhale, open mouth. One more like that. Open it up. Bring that gaze forward. We're going to walk our feet up to the top. Keep them nice and hip width apart, and then hinge at the hips. Maybe hands stay down towards the mat. Maybe opposite hand reaches opposite elbow. Bend the knees as much as you need to draw that chest towards the thigh bones. Just release and relax here. Let gravity do some work to open up some length in the spine. Let's release the hands to the mat. Heel toe those feet together if that feels good, or keep that wider, stable stance. Bend the knees a lot, tuck the hips, curl it on up. Let the arms reach out to the side, stretching all the way up towards the sky. Bringing palms to touch and then drawing hands in to heart center. Close the eyes. Lift all 10 toes and spread them wide. Press them into your mat like you're leaving a footprint. And then soften through the knees. Release through the pelvis. No gripping, no tucking, just relaxation. Draw those shoulders up towards the ears, around and back. Softening through the face. Take a good deep breath here. And you can set your own intention for today, or you can join me in mine. Today I choose to respond rather than react, to acknowledge my body's needs, and to attend to myself gently. Take a full deep breath here. And slowly open the eyes. We're going to take some big body movements to really let out some of the stress, the anxiety. So on an inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, hinge forward, let the arms swing. And inhale, sweep it up. Hands come into heart center. We've got 3 more. Inhale, sweep it high. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more just like that. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, sweep the arms. Inhale, reach it tall. Exhale, hands in. Last one. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands come back through heart center. Nice. We're going to slow it down here. So inhale, ride the breath, reach the arms high. Exhale, press it down like a French press or maybe a wine cork, blowing the exhale out. 2 more. Inhale, sweep it high. Exhale, take it down with intention. Take up space. One more. Inhale, sweep it wide. And exhale, press it down. Nice. Let's take a little twist. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Ride the breath. Exhale, open twist. Right hand reaches back. Left hand reaches forward. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, draw the hands back, interlace them behind the body. Inhale, reach the knuckles down, puff through the chest, and exhale, fold it forward. Taking a few deep breaths here. Maybe the hands stay interlaced. Maybe opposite hand meets opposite elbow. Find what you need. Leave anything you don't. But intentionally make that breath deep. One more inhale and exhale here. Release the hands to the mat. We're going to bring left hand right above left knee. Bend that knee and then inhale, sweep the right arm high. Opening up like a butterfly wing, getting a nice stretch through the IT band. You're here for 3. Relax through the shoulders. 2. And 1. Bring it back through center. Swap it out. Nice. Straighten through the left leg. Right hand above right knee. Bend that knee. Inhale. Sweep the left arm up high. Again, notice where you can soften and relax in the body. Notice where you feel sensation. Take one more good deep breath here. And bring it back to center. Nice. Fold it forward here. Find an inhale. Take a half lift. Sweep the palms up the thigh bones. Press into that hip crease. Push the hips away. Reach the crown of the head forward for 5. 4. Deep intentional breath. 3, 2, and 1. On an exhale, slide those hands back down. Forward fold. Plant the hands. Let's walk it back to a plank position. Pause here. Draw the shoulder blades together. And again, if you're tucking through the pelvis, release it, let it go. Take a good deep inhale. We'll take it down to the mat. Maybe you drop the knees. Maybe you take a little push-up. Curl those toes under. I'm going to take the hands out wide for a little cobra. So as you inhale, press the pelvis into the mat. Peel the chest off. A little pressure in the fingertips. Exhale, release it down. 2 more. Inhale it up. Then exhale down. The last one. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Bring those hands right under the shoulders. I'm going to push up through tabletop and then let those hips draw back to the healed child's pose. 2 or 3 full breath cycles here. Checking in with the face and the jaw. Releasing what you can release. Choosing to just be here now. 1 more breath in. Big breath out. Nice. Let's come back up through tabletop and walk those hands through table. Let's come back up through tabletop. Take those knees wide, puppy pose. We're going to walk those hands out. And maybe the forehead comes down to the mat. Maybe you have a block under the forehead. Maybe the chin comes down to the mat. Really big heart opener, really big opening in the shoulders here. So again, always listening to your body, finding that just right stopping point, and noticing if the toes start to squinch up toward the ankles. Push them back down. See if you can bring the tops of the feet to the mat. Breathing into the heart. One more breath cycle here. And slowly let the hips straight back towards the heels, child's pose. Nice, let's bring it up through tabletop. Curl those toes, shift the hips back up, down dog. Nice deep breath here, inhaling. Open the mouth. Three-legged dog, I'm gonna reach my right toes high. Noticing where the weight gets distributed in my hands, pushing equally through both. And pigeon pose, let's draw that right foot, that right leg up. Slowly working my way down, lengthening through the back leg. And I can take a block or a cushion or a pillow, placing it under my right hip if that feels good. We're going to inhale, find some length. And then exhale into the depth we need to get that good stretch in our hips. Know that one side might feel different than the other. And know that it's not the depth of the pose or forcing your body into a shape or a posture. It's about making the pose work for your body. Fine-tuning as you go along, as you build awareness. Relaxing through the face, the neck, the shoulders. We're here for 5 full breaths into that right hip. Making them long and deep. Let the belly be soft. Let the rib cage expand. Got one more here. And exhale. Slowly come on up. We'll plant those hands and just roll over onto that right hip. I'm going to bring my left leg around. Maybe it comes to the front of that right leg, or maybe it crosses over the right knee. I want both my sits bones connected to the earth, so adjust as you need. Find what works well. Okay, we're going to take the left hand behind us. Inhale, reach the right fingertips up high. And then exhale, take your twist. Maybe wrapping around that knee. Maybe the hand comes to the knee. Inhaling length through the spine and exhaling into your depth, into your twist, rinsing away any of that stress. Slowly release. We're just going to rock back so we can cross the legs. Come on over. Take the right foot back, take the left foot back. Plank pose. Inhale here. Down dog. Exhale. Let's send the left toes nice and high. Again, equaling out the balance, the pressure between right and left palm. And then draw that left leg forward for pigeon pose. Extend that right leg long. Find an inhale. See if you can lengthen through the crown of the head. And then sink on your exhale. Maybe staying up on the hands, walking to the forearms, maybe taking those elbows wide and bringing the forehead down to the backs of the hands. Finding your just right stopping point. No need to get stressed on the yoga mat for what you can or can't do today. Know that it will change. Know that one day might be different from the next. Know that the hardest part is just showing up, and you've done that already. We've got 2 more full deep breaths here. See if you can relax those shoulders away from the ears. Draw in one more intentional inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Draw it up. Nice. Let's take that right leg around. Come over on that left hip so you have some space to bring it around. And again, taking it on the floor just in front of the left leg, or wrapping it over the right leg, as long as those hip bones stay really nicely connected to the earth. We're going to plant the right hand this time. Inhale, sweep left fingertips high, and then exhale into your twist. We've got a few good deep breaths here. And again, I mentioned earlier that when we feel stressed or anxious, our breath migrates up to our chest. It gets really shallow. Intentionally deepening the breath, drawing it down into the rib cage and the belly. Send some really important signals to the brain to relax. There's no lion, often only the one in our head. We'll bring it back around, unwind the legs. We'll just set the feet down and adjust on your mat so that you can come into cobbler's pose or butterfly pose. I'm going to turn to the front here, bringing soles of the feet to touch, letting the knees come out wide. And give yourself a little foot massage here if that feels good. Those essential oils are fantastic to use at the end of a day before you go to bed. A little fractionated coconut oil, rubbing into the soles of the feet. I do this with my girls every night. They love it, and I love it, and it's a little bit of just like a little extra cuddle before we tuck them in, a little extra show of love and appreciation. Okay, well, find a soft landing spot for those hands. Inhale, find some length, and then exhale, folding over, maybe pushing into the elbow or into the knees rather with the elbows, opening up through the inner groin, the inner hip. Nice long back of the neck. As always, breathing, breathing, breathing. Happy sighs are always welcome. Like one more inhale and exhale here. And notice how your body feels when it's relaxed. How does your breath move when you don't feel stressed or anxious? Working towards intentionally, conscientiously bringing this breath, this feeling back in those moments that trigger stress or anxiety. Last breath here. And slowly take it up. All right, let's take those legs out nice and long for Paschimottanasana. Find those sits bones one more time. Flex the toes back towards the nose. Inhale, sweep the arms high. And exhale, fold it forward, hinging at the hips. Let the knees bend as much as you need. Finding a soft landing spot again for those hands, maybe the toes, sides of the feet, the ankles, maybe the shins. As you inhale, see if you can lengthen the spine, reach the heart a little bit forward, and as you exhale, maybe the chest comes a little closer to the thigh bones, or maybe the backs of the knees come a little closer to the mat. Take a few good deep breaths here, filling the back body with the breath with each inhale, and exhaling. We'll slowly walk it up and get ready for our Shavasana. Slowly walk it up and get ready for our pranayama before we come into Shavasana today. So if you would like a block or blanket or a pillow to sit on, please grab that now and come on back. All right, friends, I've got my pillow underneath my hips, a little bit of extra support, and it just kind of feels good and nice and soft. So we're going to come to a seated position for our pranayama practice today. And we're going to start out with an equal count breath. That means 4 counts in, 4 counts out. We'll do that a few times together, and then I'm going to guide you to start to lengthen your exhale 1 count at a time. So taking a 4 count inhale, followed by a 5 count exhale. An easy way to help you start to lengthen the breath is to blow out like you were blowing a balloon or blowing the fluff off of a dandelion. So simply pursing the lips and helps to slow down the breath and slow down that exhale. So let's get settled in. Find a comfortable spot. For the hands on the knees, maybe palms down if you need some extra grounding and stabilization today, or palms up if there's something that you need to receive. And you can keep the eyes open or gently close them. And one last time, check in with that alignment. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Notice where you can soften in your body, through the face, the shoulders, maybe the knees. And just notice where your breath lands right now. It's a great idea to do pranayama breathing practices after some kind of asana practice. Gets your body comfortable and ready to sit for a little bit longer. Let's take a nice exhale together. And we'll start with a 4 count inhale. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4. We'll start to increase the count. 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And keep that own count going in your own head. Maybe a 6 count exhale is comfortable for you. Maybe it's 4, maybe it's 8, doesn't matter. But keep your own count going with a little bit longer exhale than inhale. As we lengthen our exhale, we're signaling our parasympathetic nervous system, it's okay. I can handle this, I got this. I don't need to flee, I don't need to fight. I can stay right here with whatever's happening. I can handle it. This is also a really nice pranayama that you can easily do without anyone knowing or paying attention or noticing that you're doing anything different. It's a great one for office situations, presentations, at school, if you're a student, before tests, things like that, before a doctor's office, whatever those situations are that bring up stress or anxiety for you. And of course, holidays and those family gatherings or parties or other obligations. Take one more full breath cycle wherever you are. We'll slowly open the eyes. Bring those hands into heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today for this slow flow and pranayama breathing practice. If the holidays are getting you feeling really stressed out for whatever reason, hop on back over to the Wednesday vlog chat this week and check out some tips and tools that you can use to make it a little less stressful for yourself. As always, the light in me sees you and honors the light in each and every one of you. I'll see you next week. Namaste.